Hi, and welcome back to Community Hotline. My name is Monica Weitzel. We're here at Metro East Community Media in Gresham, Oregon. And with us today, I have some friends from Rita's Place. I have Rebecca LaPrinzi and little Rebecca. So nice to have you here. Thanks for coming on the show. I got to see you just last week, didn't I?
Yes.
I did. Yeah, it was your birthday, huh? And how old are you now?
9.
9. Wow. I wish I was 9. No, I don't. So, Rita's Place is in Sandy, Oregon. And Rebecca, you do all sorts of stuff there. At first, when I first found out about Rita's Place, I thought you did one thing, but you have just expanded and do all sorts of stuff. So why don't you tell our viewers some of the things you're doing at Rita's Place?
Okay, well, every year we have an annual winter warming coat drive and blanket drive. We also have, in that drive, we have socks, mittens, gloves, and undergarments that are new.
Things to keep people warm.
To keep people warm, yes, from their hearts, and it doesn't have to be new items, just something in good condition. And people really are so thankful. The other day, the liaison from the Oregon School Trail District came over and said, we have 15 young boys that are very cold, no blankets. Do you have any blankets? Yes, immediately we were able to give them blankets because people out in the community donate. And they donate, and the drop-off sites are at Windermere and Sandy and Cross Country Skiing Auto Shop in Sandy, Oregon. And
so this is still ongoing now.
It's ongoing. We have 38 Bhutanese families that are cold that came over to Oregon, and they didn't come with much. And so when I had them write a list of things they needed, all of them had woolen on it, which meant blankets or warm clothes. And not only their hearts are being touched, but their bodies are being warmed. And in this holiday season, in this cold season, they're so thankful. And there was a little girl in Rebecca's Taekwondo class, 5 years old, that through her allowance wanted to buy a blanket for somebody warm, which went to a Hispanic woman with 2 children and 1 on the way that were cold, that just came up from Mexico, and that were very cold. So, you know, it's really beautiful to see.
I love it when children get involved in volunteering at a young age and understanding what it means to be of service to others. Now, Rebecca, you do some volunteer work, don't you? How do you help out at Rita's Place, or how do you do volunteer work? What kinds of things do you do?
Well, I help my mom pack up stuff, and I do Taekwondo, and I like to experience and how I like to act.
Okay, okay. When you say you pack up stuff with your mom, is it like things for people that need things?
Yes.
Like blankets and clothes and stuff like that?
Okay.
She takes her own toys or her own blankets off her own bed. She gives her very best toys, not just something that she doesn't want, but her very best toys.
Good for you. Now, you are also a musician.
Yes.
I've heard your violin playing. You're quite good. I understand that you also play for other people.
Yes.
And that's kind of a volunteer thing. Who do you play for?
Well, I play for senior centers and open mics, and I do a lot of performances.
Yeah.
Retirement homes at Avamere.
Nice, nice. So those people that maybe have a little harder time getting out to a musical performance, you come to them.
Yes.
Very nice. And at the end of this segment, we're going to hear a little bit of your musicianship. So I'm looking forward to that.
We're fortunate to have Rebecca at Rita's Place.
I'm sure. She's probably a big help. Huh?
She's a huge help. She helps not just with the blankets and giving her own clothes and toys, but with her, we have a book drive from books to universities and the general public to the prisons.
And which prisons get your
Oregon
books?
State prisons.
Okay.
And all the religious books go to the chapels. All of the general books go to the main library, and all the law books go to the law library. Wonderful. And we've given in the last 3 years over 12,000 books now to the prisons. They're so thankful.
I'm sure.
And they had, the books that they had were from the 70s. So now they have 2008 to 2011. And I was told by administrators at the prisons that the inmates are taking correspondence classes on subjects they never imagined, that when they're reading the classics, there's 0 recidivism, that it's keeping the prisons much more calmer. So, and they're so thankful. I was bringing children to visit their parents, and they said, when I was a child, I visited my parents in the same room. So I thought this could be an opportunity to halt the cycle.
Break that cycle. So if people want to donate books, can I donate books?
Absolutely.
To your,
And you can visit us on our website or give us a call. And a lot of folks have given people in the general community, and they've been so kind to give their books. And we really appreciate that. And the books also go to women that are attending school. We have so many women that are healing and halting that cycle. And, 75% of the students can't afford their textbooks. So the women that really are struggling, and we give them the books. The universities.
That's a huge help, I'm sure.
Oh, and they're so nice. Lewis and Clark, the graduate school, the undergraduate school, and the law school donate. All the bookstores give to us. University in Portland, all the teachers give to us. PCC, Mount Hood Community College, Central Oregon Community College, Merrillhurst.
Wow.
And they're so generous, and they really are, the hearts and the minds is working as a team. I always say it takes a village to raise our children and to help each other, and we're doing it, and it's really nice to see that happening.
That's wonderful. Yeah. What other kinds of things do you have going on there? I mean, you work with women a lot, right?
In the aftermath of domestic violence, or when their children are going through some type of foster care, going back to the home, or open adoptions. Anyone at a disadvantage. Okay,
that's your definition of somebody that needs help.
Yes, anyone at a disadvantage, where they've gone through trauma or in the aftermath of domestic violence, we can get a TANF grant. We have a medical and dental trust fund, so if somebody is ill or has injury, so because that's an important piece. We do a 1, 3, 5, and 10-year plan, and that's why we have success. We have some families, 3 generations now, that and they really, you can see the difference between the behavior of 2 or 3 generations ago to now. Although it was our great-grandmothers and our grandmothers that led the way for us women to say, we can be educated, we can vote, we can do these things. So we want to thank all our grandmothers and great-grandmothers because without them, we wouldn't have our little Rebeccas.
Yeah. So can you give me, obviously without saying any names, can you give me an example of somebody that's been helped by your organization?
Well, we have a couple of women right now that their children unfortunately were molested, or they themselves had gone through so much drama that they then resorted to drugs, and now they've gotten clean and sober. They're attending school. They have their children. The children are in art and music therapies and taekwondo therapies, and they are really one step at a time. Yeah. And with the love of all the community, giving them blankets. We gave 10 pianos away, 8 violins, a viola. We have music teacher Aaron Myers that has taught Rebecca at no cost, out of the generosity of his heart. We have so many different families, the Skippers, the Cornwells, and the Two Good families. For instance, they bring us Christmas trees every year, so the families have trees.
That's great.
So it's really nice.
Some wonderful partners in the community helping out.
Absolutely. Mount Hood Dry Cleaners cleans all of our clothes that are donated through the school district or donated clothes. So they don't get something,
that's great.
It's all nice and clean. Mount Hood RV Village gives us passes so the women can go through therapy with the jacuzzi and the swimming and the sauna. So you take all aspects, the physical, the mental, the spiritual, or the heart, and make sure that you have the social networking and the reaching the hand out to help each other. So it's nice to see.
I'm amazed at how many different areas you help people in. When I first heard about Rita's Place, I thought it was just victims of domestic violence and maybe a place to stay or something like that. But I didn't understand how much you do.
Well, when folks say, "Well, I have someone that just had their house burned and they have nothing," or after Katrina or the Oregon floods, we were able to give truckloads of building supplies donated by different companies, and furniture and appliances and clothing. Wow. And so, and U-Haul had said, "We'll give you the truck." So if you have the donated items, and and that was all a labor of love. We built a site out of all recycled wood and love from people in the community. And you have the items there, and all of a sudden you have a group of people that need it. Well, why say no?
Yeah.
So they say, I have somebody that just fell off, had a major fall, or my child was born with this condition, and I'm struggling, and we're going to be homeless. Well, we're not going to say no.
Yeah.
Because if you have the love, we have about 56 volunteers that no one gets paid monetarily, but in our hearts we're the lucky ones because we have the opportunity.
Isn't that the truth? Yeah. We you talk about the community. Last week we had our holiday open studio program here where we invited school kids in to perform musical selections, and then different nonprofits gave greetings to the community. And you were on with your mother for representing Rita's Place. And I think, if you don't mind, I would like to show that little clip. It's very short, of you saying Happy Holidays from Rita's Place. Can we play that now? Is that okay? Okay, let's take a minute and watch that.
Thank you to all our sponsors, especially the drop-off spots for the winter warming drive, and our Books to Prison donors, who gathered over 10,000 books for our Oregon State prisons. And thank you to all the families and donors and local university and colleges. And love and light from Rita's Place wishes you a very happy holiday season.
Rebecca, that was very nice. Did you have fun doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hey, you hadn't seen that before, had you? Yeah. It's a star in the making. I bet the seniors at the senior centers really enjoy watching you do that. Thank you for volunteering your time to do those things.
She spends 45 minutes to an hour, and they keep asking her back. And she goes into the different wards where some of them can't, and they all love her so much. And she's so sweet, and she thanks them, and she dedicates all her music to all the hungry children of the world, she tells them.
That's nice. I like that. I like that.
She's a sweet girl.
Well, we're just about out of time, Rebecca. So if people are interested in donating goods or money or whatever services they might have, best thing to do is go to your website?
Absolutely, or give us a call. And each person has a match for other people, so it's wonderful. We find people that want to kind of unofficially adopt a family to help maybe teach them how to get up on the bus, or like the Bhutanese refugee families, or women that has children in need. Just to have a friend, helping ear and a helping heart to hand, or just donate something and drop it off, and that's a wonderful thing. Yeah. And everybody's so appreciative. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you do great work, and I really,
thank you so much.
I'm grateful that Rita's Place is in the community, because you do terrific stuff, and thank you so much for your participation in it too. This is we're out of time, so I'm going to have to say happy holidays, and I hope I'll see you next year. This has been the last segment of Community Hotline tonight. I'm glad you stayed with us, and I hope you enjoyed watching little Rebecca play her violin tonight. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, and be sure to check us out next week. We'll be right back here at Metro East Community Media. This is Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel.